Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube tutorial animating, rigging and compositing with Lightwave and After Effects. This is tutorial 3, convert skelegons to bones and tweak bone properties. And if we have a look here, if you've missed out on the first couple of tutorials, you want to pop down there and check them out, just click on the link provided. That way you can create the skelegons in Modeler, set up our scene for optimum rendering, and now we'll be on to this one, convert skelegons to bones and tweak bone properties. Okay, so this is where we left off. Okay, so we've got our what do you call them? Pterodactyl. couldn't spit that out for a second. Okay, now what we want to do is we want to create those skelegons we made to bones. So if you go to this setup tab here on the top, and you'll notice down here it's got CVT skelegons. Now that is convert skelegons, and if you just click that, it'll convert those skelegons that we made. Okay, so if yours looks a bit different to mine, it's possibly because you might not have bone X-ray on. Okay, so if you click that on, you'll notice what that does is so you can see it through the bones, see the bones through the mesh, should I say. Okay, now if you have a look now, basically that's how it is to create a simple rig. Okay, but of course there's a lot more work to do yet, because if you notice, if you go to animate one of these, okay, you can see, look how he's stretching the crap out of our mesh there, which looks terrible, doesn't it? Okay, so firstly what we want to do is I'll probably just stay in perspective view for the time being. Okay, and I will hold shift and I'll select all our bones, and I'll hit 0 just to make sure that they're all zeroed out. Okay. Oops. My mouse, I haven't got a very good mouse, it's not very sensitive. Okay. Alright. Just making sure that worked. Just making sure they're zeroed out, that's all. Okay, so now what you want to do is we want to go and tweak these bones so they don't keep stretching and warping our mesh the way they do. So if we select all of the bones, we can do it this way, or you could do it an easier way. Go to the scene drop down editor. Okay, just say we click objects, for instance. Okay, and we want those bones. I can click on the bone, click on the bottom bone with shift, and it will select all of them for me. Okay, now we'll be working with the green gizmo. Okay, and basically what we want to do is we want it to be up here, up here swinging like this, without it doing all that funky looking stuff. Now if you use weight maps, then of course you can tell the weight map not to touch this, so it doesn't warp that. But then there's another way that you can do it as well. Okay, so if we just zero that back out again. Okay, and now if we hit P for properties, if I get out of that, of course, and reselect my bones, all I have to do is just click on it. They're already highlighted, so if I just click there, it will instantly reselect for me. Okay, and I just hit P, and it'll bring up the properties for bones. Okay, and now what we want to do is put this fall off type, put it down to the distance of 2. Okay, so below 2 basically, and okay, we can keep the strength, at 100 for now. Okay, and now the most important part is to fix most of the error up is limit range. Okay, so if we click on the limit range, and we can give it a minimum. Okay, So if we, okay, we'll just do like a global minimum to start with. Okay. Okay. So there's a global minimum, and then we'll start tweaking them individually. Okay, so I'll get these two N1s here. I probably won't worry about the N1s just yet. I'll get the smaller ones in here. Okay. We'll just make sure that they're covering. We don't want them to see it's still utilizing a fair bit of the body. See how the body's, so we might just drop the full off a little bit more. The limit range, should I say? Okay, just limit the range about there. And then we'll get these ones. We'll tweak them down a bit to there. Okay, I think that might be alright. And we'll give that a whirl, see what that looks like. So if we select all of them again, and here we go. That's looking a lot better, isn't it? Okay, and what I like about this is it gives it a nice looking swing to it, doesn't it? Yeah. So just see if this. Okay, I'm just seeing if the strength actually did anything, but it's alright, it won't, because we've basically done a limit range. So okay, but I just wanted to see now. The only problem that we're getting is getting a little bit of stretch here. Okay, not that it matters because we won't see it, but see how it's creasing. Now the reason that's doing that is because you see it's creasing along these lines here. Now when you want to do bone animation, it's a good rule of thumb to make sure your model is made in quads and not tris, like it is here, triangles. See, because or if you do model it in triangles like this, it needs to be more geometry, so you need to make more triangles. So you would want to triangulate these, you know, for just as a quick demonstration. I would go Shift and I would go T. Probably won't let me. I don't know why it's not. But anyway, you would triangulate, multiply, triple, but it's not working. Okay. Anyway, so but the rule of thumb is that you really want to make sure that they're quads, because yeah, because you run into little crease problems like that. So it's creasing along these lines here, but it doesn't matter. We won't really see it, so it's not a big deal. Okay, and I mean another note is that you don't have to go quite as far. See, so see it's starting to crease the higher we go, so you can see it creasing along the triangle. So we can just go down, you know. So that's probably about as high as you'd want to go for that. Probably not quite so much. Say there, but then we can get these N1s, and we can see what they look like. They might not crease it so much, yeah, which they don't, so we can lift that up a bit. These ones here, we might be able to lift them up a little bit. Okay, without creasing, and then we can maybe bring these middle ones back down a bit. Okay, well anyway, I'm getting too particular. It's not really that important because we can't really see it, really. So especially it's going to be a long way away. This is, you know, if you're getting really meticulous. Okay, anyway, so that looks good. Okay, I'll just make sure that it's not stretching the body. Okay, just realised we don't have them all selected. Okay, so I'll just, okay, so it's missing a bit here, so we need to play around with the middle one a bit more. Okay, so I'll just go back to 0, get these middle ones, and I'll maximize them a bit more. Okay, that should do the trick. As you can see, this is a little bit tedious, of course. You got to do a bit of hard work, you know, to get it happening the way you want it. Okay, now those middle ones need to be adjusted. The first ones there, I think. Select them, open it up. The only problem with this is it's pretty close to the body, so I don't want to get too close to the body, otherwise the body will start moving. I mean, there's other ways to easily fix that, but let's see if we can just do it this way first, without having to go back into modeler. Yep, there we go. That'll do. That's good. I like that for now. Okay, so the very first keyframe here, make sure it's on auto key here, make sure it's on auto key, and we'll lift it up before it creases there, and it sort of creases, so we'll just lift it until it before, so it doesn't look too bad. Okay, and if we have a look, now that's pretty high, isn't it? I mean, these big things, I don't think they'd lift their wings up too high, would they? You know, that's be a lot of hard work lifting those massive wings up high. Alright, so we'll keep it something like that, and then we'll move forward 20 frames, and then we'll bring them positive, sorry. Positive. Okay. And then we'll have a look and see what that looks like. Okay, not too bad. I think we probably might need to maybe bend these ones a little bit more, maybe. Maybe the middle ones, the first ones. You don't want it too much. Maybe the end ones a little bit more. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Okay, so we got a nice, yeah, I think that looks alright. Now the body is moving a little bit. But see how the bottom up and down, and I'm pretty sure when you're flapping those big wings, there's no way the body's going to be dead still, so it gives it a little bit of authenticity, I suppose, doesn't it? But the other thing you can do, really wanted to, is we could just simply set up, and you could just simply create another Skelegon, and just go straight down the middle here, straight down the middle, send it over, send it back to, send it over to here again, convert Skelegons, and then we'll get it back here, okay, and then you can then you can bring it down so it just covers the body, and then tell it not to move, you know, it won't move, so then you'll get your wings and then the body will stay still. You can do it that way, or you can create a bone this way, here, bone, body, if you want to do it this way. Okay, and then we can simply scale it. We'll move it first. Oops. Okay. I mean, you wouldn't do this in perspective, but I just want to quick. Now, I suppose I better not go on the top view. It's probably not the best because I've been moving around. Generally, you want him to be flat, but just so you can see what's going on. Rest length. I'd open it up. like this, for instance. I'd probably flip it 180. Okay, so the fat end is here, skinny end is, okay, that'll do. We'll just go to the right. You see, these don't really give me a good. You want to do the bones at the start, you know. I'm just sort of showing you just quickly. Perspective. Okay. Okay, and you want, when you do these, you want to make sure you rest it. You got to hit R for rest. Always you'll get some really crazy looking results happening. So rest it there, and okay, and I'll limit the range just like we did before, and we just limit it to the body. Like that. Okay, so then now if we just select our bones here, okay, see, no body movement. Okay, so it's totally up to you if you want the body to be moving or if you don't want it to be moving. It's totally up to you, and it's fairly simple to do. Okay. But I don't like it. I think I like the body moving a bit. So, scene editor, just in case you don't have it, I apologise. If you don't know where it is, it's here. Go to scene editor here, and then you can choose. These are all the same thing, just different versions from. This is the new one. Okay. Which is the one that I've got. If you go this one, I think you'll see it's different. Okay, anyway, I just used this is the traditional one, I think. Okay, alright, so we'll just go back and select them all, have a little check. See, I like it getting lifted up a bit, it's like he's breathing, yeah. Alright, okay, so now, what have we got? Okay, so tutorial, convert skelegons to bones and tweak bone properties. Okay, so we've covered everything I think that we need to do here. Okay. So just a recap. Okay, we've set up our scene. Okay, we converted our skelegons to bones, and then we basically opened up the scene editor here. Okay, and selected our bones, and then using the rotate gizmo here, we've been adjusting where we want them to go, and then just fine tweaking them, and very importantly hitting P and getting our properties up, and we've made sure that we've fall off type to below 2, and we've made sure that our strength, you don't really need to worry about that because we'll be using the limited range. And we've tweaked the limited range to make it look relatively nice, actually, considering that the wings are really badly triangulated, so it's actually not too bad. Okay, and then we have created 20 frames, and then we gave it just a single up and down motion, and now we're ready for the next tutorial. So if you like this video, please thumbs up. If there's something that you would like to ask me, or something I said that offended you, or bad luck, no, just kidding, but please thumbs up, that'd be nice. And thanks very much for watching, and I will see you in the next tutorial. So ciao for now.